Oh, I didn't see you there. Let's talk about Vanquish Soul.
First ball.
That destruction.
Let's cook Garrett.
Guys, it's finally time. I have been waiting months, I tell you months, for this support to come out, for this deck to be even better. I come from a fighting game background. I literally got my master's degree playing Smash Bros. Professionally for college. They paid for my master's, I play Smash Bros. For them. I literally love fighting games. I've played all different kinds. It's just seriously one of my passions before Yu-Gi-Oh! And so actually coming from Smash Bros. And that kind of stuff into Yu-Gi-Oh! Has been pretty fun, just seeing the kind of stuff that applies on both ends. But we have a deck profile today, and it is pretty interesting. I have some takes that might be different than some you may see, but bear with me and hear me out. Because this deck is just broken, and I'm so excited to be playing it finally. I've been testing it for months in simulators, testing out cards with proxies, and it has a lot of potential. So starting out, we have the 3 Vanquish Soul, Dr. Madlove. Now with the new field spell, this is a 1-card combo. You summon this, get the field spell, put it down, search for Raisin, search for Holly Sue, whatever you have, and your hand will depend on that, because this deck is all about cycling between hand and field. And so really, it is pretty free-flowing. There's not any set way of doing things, because depending on how your hand looks, depends on what you can do. And similar to fighting games, literally, like combos are free-flowing. You're also playing on each other's turns. Like Vanquish Soul, no matter what you get on your dice roll, you're always going first. Like you will play on each other's turns. That's how the deck works. Then we have 3 Heavy Burger. Love this guy. A nice burn power there for a time card, and then also a nice draw. Good little tag out. Then we have 3 of the new card, Holly Sue. This card is just broken. It is absolutely insane. Summon it out during your opponent's turn, and if you have the right attributes, this is literally full combo during your opponent's turn, which is just bonkers. That's just absolutely insane. And then also too, you can reveal to take control of an opponent's monster and interrupt them as well. So the card is just absolutely nuts. Definitely a 3-of. Then you have 3 Geolong, which I've seen people say you can play 2. But with the variant kind of I'm playing, preparing for K9, I am playing 3 because there is some level 5, rank 5 XCs that we have in the deck that I'm pretty excited to show. So we'll get to that. And then of course, 3 Raisin. Raisin is just a crazy card. Just a free pop and then a free search for whatever card you need. Now searching Holy Sue, free body. It's just a crazy card overall. And then we are running 2 Caesar. I've seen some people run it at 1. But in my opinion, running at 2, just having that extra body and having that extra earth attribute, just drawing into it, is really strong. So just being able to have that on board at all times is great. Then of course, 3 the starter, 3 Stake Your Soul. Super sad that this isn't a Vanquish Soul card. And honestly, I would say this is like, if I drew this or Holy Sue, I'd prefer Holy Sue, because this is very good. It can be Ash, and Holy Sue can be Ash as well. But I don't know, it's just my opinion that this card is good, but it's no longer like the best starter for Vanquish Soul. And I know Raisin still is like the best card, but Holy Sue is just so strong now. And then we are only running 1 of the field spell and 1 of Snow Devil, just because now with this, literally play this, target a card, add a different attribute, super strong, and then also reveal to avoid destruction. And then at the end phase, if you control 2 or more, set this trap. It's a free board wipe and 1800 burn. Like the new combos and everything that you can do is just bonkers. And what's really nuts about this deck is you want a bunch of different attributes of different monsters in your hands. So this means that running lots of different hand traps, and we actually have 15 hand traps in this deck, which is crazy, absolutely crazy. We are at a 40 card count even. So first we have 3 Ash, gotta get that fire attribute. Ash isn't even that strong right now in this format, but it's the fire attribute, so it's just double dipping there. And then Droll is just too strong not to play right now. I guarantee it's gonna get hit in this next ban list just because it is so dominant. And then 3 Ghost Bell. So part of it is because it's an earth attribute, but actually Ghost Bell thrives in this current format. The more I've tested and played against different decks, like Regenesis especially, it is very good against. It's good against Bestials, good against Mitsurugi, good against lots of those things. Then of course, we have 3 Fualos. It's funny that we have 6 wind, even though nothing's wind, but of course, and then 2 Bestials, and then of course, the dreaded Dimension Shifter. Shifter is really good in this deck because you're looping between field and hand, and so a lot of times it could be even like turn 2, and you still have nothing in grave. So super strong, great way to play around everything, and Shifter is just, it hurts so many decks being able to play it is just such an advantage. And then finally, we have one Pot of Prosperity, Reinforcement of the Army, and Called By. So I was running breakers before, but the more I realized, like I said, like Vanquish Soul plays turn 0. Like you're always going first, no matter whose turn it is. And so you don't really need breakers in this deck because you're constantly interacting. This deck is all about interaction. That's why hand traps just make more sense. And so having just a Called By Grave in the middle of stuff is really, really important. And the reinforcements, of course, just search Raisin. Let's go into the extra deck. We have 3 Rock of the Vanquisher. When the Canine archetype comes out in Justice Hunters, lots of these ratios will change, but right now playing pure Canine, playing pure Vanquish Soul, they're higher. But Rock of the Vanquisher, crazy. Link 1. Link 1s in this game are always insane. 2 Vanquish Soul Rocks. This card, I thought it was okay, but then playing around with it more too. But I actually think very highly of Vanquish Soul Rocks just because its effects, like it does have the removal with the Earth type. So like say you pop to Caesar, then you attack, main phase 2, overlay, pop again. So it is strong. But other effects as well are just as useful. And then this next Xyz package is going to be very strong going into the next format, just because it is a rank 5. Turbo out into this, detach 2 on a quick effect, attach one of your opponents, attach a number 104, crazy card, attach it to this, and then Xyz over the top of Nash Knight, and then you can make this card, number C104. Konami made this card because literally they thought you would never be able to summon it. This effect is crazy. It's 3,000 body, destroy a spell or trap on summon, then a monster negate. When it negates that effect, it loops a card from their hand, and then it halves their life points. Like, why did they make this? It's literally just because it says 4 level 5 monsters. They thought no one would ever be able to do it, but now there's ways to go into it. So it is an absolutely broken card. And with the ability to burn in Vanquish Soul, they say you have Burger, burn for 15, get out this card, negate a monster, half the life points, set the trap, burn for 18 in the start of their phase, and then burning it with Burger, FTK basically. So it's just crazy. Let me show you one of the most toxic cards in this game, Paradise Smasher. Literally this card just basically is a turn skip completely. If it resolves properly, which is very easy to do in this deck with the rank 5s, it just your opponent can't activate monster effects or attack until the end of the next turn. So literally it's just you go first, set up your board, activate this, they have to pass back to you, and then they just have to survive a turn, basically. Then we have one Valen, the super size Sky Blaster. This is a new card in Duelist Events, and then of course one Typhon. Just want to be able to have those outs if needed. Some toolbox cards, we have Cerberus, Unicorn, and Blackluster Soldier. Blackluster Soldier is just really good because getting 3 bodies on field is super easy, and needing some firepower, you have it there. And then these 2 cards are good just because they have their effects to bounce and destroy, but even better is just because they have that arrow. Well, Cerberus has that arrow pointing up, and so you can co-link it into Rock and then get that draw. So lots of good stuff here, lots of potential, but I love this deck. It is a lot of fun. We don't usually do our side deck, but I'll go ahead and do it quick just to see. 3 Perulia, 3 Meows, really targeting all those top meta decks. And so the From Hand, From Banishment, From Grave, another just spell, Soul Dust Double to side in going second. And then Dragon Phantasme if there's a deck that's link heavy. And then this is a new toolbox card, Mask of Restrict. Just basically siding in, going first, going against Mitsurugi to stop the tributes, because if they can't tribute, literally it shuts down their entire deck. So being able to draw into this and then play it, that just completely dominates them. Guys, I am super excited to be playing this deck going forward in this next format, and it's only going to get better with K9. But I'm taking this deck to local soon, and let's see what we can do.